Hello friends, Operator Starsky with a daily update from Ukraine. Today is day 543 of the Russia's invasion. Yesterday, the Russians murdered 7 people in Chernihiv. The Russian ballistic missile hit the downtown, damaging numerous civilian buildings and cafeterias. More than 140 people were injured. Among the victims, there was a 6-year-old Sofia. Her relatives said her biggest dream was to go to school this year. Instead, she was murdered by the Russian terrorists for being a Ukrainian. Also, Russians hit Kupiansk. A civilian man was injured. He was delivered to a hospital, and currently doctors are struggling to save his life. A Russian military airbase was hit in the Novgorod Oblast. There are reports that 1 or 2 Russian Tu-22 bombers used to strike the Ukrainian cities were damaged. Hopefully they won't be used to murder the Ukrainian civilians anymore, as well as 6 Russian tanks, 11 armored vehicles, 33 artillery systems and 3 MLRS destroyed in Ukraine in the past 24 hours. Also, a Russian military base in Shakhtinsk, Rostov Oblast of Russia, was hit by several strike drones. It was reported at least 2 of them exploded on the territory of the Russian base. Famous Russian propagandist Sladkov shared his memories about life in one of the so-called People's Republics of the Russia-occupied Donbass in 2014.
Комендантский час. Если кто-то попадался, да хоть ты папа римский, все равно пойдешь на подвал. Пофигу, кто ты там, репортер, журналист, там, величайший, все, на подвал. Не дай бог кто-то пьяный попадется, на подвал. На подвал. А туда приходили представители из разных отрядов, вот, и выбирали себе так называемых роботов. То есть приходишь и говоришь, дай мне робота. Тебе дает, значит, алкаша, который влетел, или парня, который выпил там, ну, решил релаксироваться. Где-то мыть, что-то чистить, подметать, там, кухонный рабочий, вот это вот. Вот. Или ночной клуб даже работал там в одном-втором месте. Приходили, забирали и отвозили на линию фронта.
As you can see, this individual looks really nostalgic, talking about the legitimized slavery on the Russia-occupied Donbass in 2014, where people could be arrested and kept in the cellars, forcefully taken by the terrorists to the front lines, or forced to serve the Russians, basically like in ISIS. At the same time, a video emerged showing wounded Donetsk separatists kept in the corridors of a hospital for 3 days because the rooms were given to the Russian soldiers. The Russians often justify the invasion with the intention to help local Donbass separatists. At the same time, they absolutely don't care about them, as we can see. A Ukrainian pilot training to operate F-16 shared some information about training program. He said it was developed to suit the needs of the armed forces of Ukraine, considering the specifics of the combat environment. The Russian partisans in the Kursk Oblast showed fake defense lines built by the corrupted Russian governor, which allowed him to steal approximately 10 billion Russian rubles. According to the partisans, they haven't seen any representatives of the Russian territorial defense in the area, except for the Russian artillery shelling civilians in the Sumy Oblast, Ukraine. The captured Russian soldier explained his motivation to invade foreign countries.
Не нравится?
Мне?
Да.
Европа мне не нравится, допустим.
Вы были в Европе?
Нет, я не хочу туда даже ехать.
Ни разу за границей не были?
Не были.
Как вы можете думать, что вам не нравится, если вы там не были?
Ну, мне не нравится.
А что именно не нравится?
Все не нравится.
Ну, расскажите, что?
Как я сейчас могу что-то рассказать о Европе, допустим, даже мне должно быть не нравится, если я сижу в плену больше полугода.
Basically, Russian supremacists invade other countries because they hate them. That's all. Another observation I made is that the dude gained quite a few pounds in the prison. Few more months in captivity, I think, and this poor Russian supremacist won't be able to pee without a mirror. And this is me with Bogdan last year. He spent 7 months in the Russian captivity just so you could understand why terrorist federation should be dismantled and demilitarized. And the Russian spacecraft Luna 25 stopped functioning after crashing into the surface of the moon. The spacecraft was launched by the terrorist federation to show off and prove everybody that they are still a supreme cosmic nation, but the fact is the Russian invaders are despised everywhere in the universe. My name is Operator Starsky, reporting from Donbass, Ukraine. As always, be safe.